Hi, Thibaut. I'm Sarah from The Upcoming. A pleasure to speak to you. Maybe you could just quickly introduce yourself and tell us a bit about the Atlas workshops and your role within them.
Yes. Hi, I'm Thibaut, head of the Atlas Workshops, the industry event of International Film Festival of Marrakech. And the Atlas Workshop, is the industry event of the festival, and it's really a place where we select projects and films from the African continent and the Arab world. And we selected this year 23 projects and films in directors and producers developing their first feature, second feature, or third feature. And we propose them some consultancy with consultants, script writing, editing, music composing, and then they introduce officially the project to the industry. We invite some co-producers, funds, sales agents, and we organize a co-production market, which means that they have a lot of one-to-one meetings with many professionals, and it can be interesting to finance and produce their projects. And then there was the award ceremony yesterday, and some awards were given to some of the projects, and we hope it will help them to finance and develop their film. So the Atlas Workshops is really a place to support filmmakers from the Arab world and the African continent, and also for Moroccan professionals and directors.
It's so exciting to, I guess, see those next generation of filmmakers come through. What maybe stood out to you for this year in terms of some of the themes or some of the boundaries being pushed in terms of cinema in this region?
There are many themes depending on the years, but it's true that when we opened the call for entry, we received this year 270 films and projects, and we selected only 23. But it gives us like a large scope of what is written or what are the obsessions of filmmakers. And I would say that this year, among the projects selected in the Arab world, there are a lot of strong women characters, trying to fight for their freedom and to find a new way in their lives. So it's very interesting for that. There are also a lot of projects dealing with patriarchy, and in society, and how some characters are trying to deal with that. And for instance, we also had on the African continent some projects dealing with climate change, which is like a main topic, So we can see that the filmmakers are really concerned by the world, the contemporary world. So yes, it was interesting to see how this year was also different from the previous year. It really depends on what filmmakers can propose us, and yes.
And what might still be some of the challenges, though, for first and second film-time filmmakers to getting their films made and perhaps bringing them to more of a global audience?
It's true that they have a lot of challenges ahead. Just to finance their film and make their films. But a place like the Atlas Workshops is really a place to support them and help them, because in 4 days they have had some consultancies, so feedbacks, concrete feedbacks, artistic ones, and then they have met like many people, and I'm pretty sure that they saved at least a few years. They made big sales company, co-producers, and it would have taken them like years and years to meet those people. So at least it's a good connection, it's a good way to mingle. And now they have to work also by themselves, and keep on connecting and exchanging with those professionals they have met. And I'm pretty sure that, they will face all the challenges they have to face, But true that sometimes there is a lack of financing. But there are a lot of ways. This is why this place exists, the Atlas Workshops, because it connects African and Arab filmmakers to the international funds and professionals.
And I guess I can't ask you to really pick your favorites, but was there a particular film or a filmmaker that you've really got your eye on for the future?
There are many, For instance, among the prizes that we had, one prize was awarded by Arte Kino channel in Germany, and it was given to Sameh Hala, an Egyptian filmmaker, and he won the Golden Palm with his short film in 2020. So I think we should follow him, And also the main prize for development went to a Moroccan film, La Mer au Loin, by Saïd Amish, and we think it's a very promising project. And all the projects that we discovered also in post-production that were awarded, the Jordanian project and the project from Madagascar were super strong too.
And in terms of the festival more generally this year, what has it been like for you? Such an incredible jury, such an amazing array of films. It's been a special year?
Yes, it's a special year because it's a year where we went back to Marrakech finally after 2 years of pandemic. because the Atlas workshops went on online during 2 years, digital, but not the festival. So this year we could feel that people had a lot of pleasure to be there again, to go to screening theater, to see the jury, the programming, which is amazing. So I mean, we could feel all that energy. It's like a virtuous cycle, between the Atlas workshops, the festival, and the jury was amazing, and all the homage and the films. So yes, we are very proud of this edition, and we can, hear that it's crazy here. All the people are very happy to be here. Yeah.
And people like Paolo Sorrentino, and like such an array of Neil Jordan, Ruben Östlund, like all these amazing filmmakers. And I guess putting Moroccan filmmakers in contact with those kind of people who've made it in Hollywood, let's say, is also important.
Yes, but I think as a festival, there are some amazing people from US, from many international scenes. But this is also the power of the festival. To be able to propose such a program, with big names, and at the same time, first and second time filmmakers in the competition, and at the same time in the Atlas workshops, filmmakers from tomorrow, from the Arab world on the African continent, which is very specific. So it's a festival, which makes the big gap, It's a bridge between the unknown young filmmakers and the big stars, So I think it's quite a project, and it's quite a big success. Yeah.
And in general, what's your thoughts on the role of cinema in not just storytelling, but also working through social issues, and perhaps in different parts of the world, having that representation, having that diversity, so that we can share in other people's cultures?
It's exactly what you said. Cinema is like a window on the world. So every film is like a window on something, on a certain character, a certain social issue, a certain country. So, it's always a pleasure to discover new countries, new images, new landscapes, new people through cinema. So it's a really powerful media, and we need to protect the independent cinema, which really work on all those social issues, all the problems that people can face in their everyday life. Sometimes in a comic way with comedy, sometimes with drama. But I think a place like Marrakech and the festival is a real good place to protect this cinema, because in this very big room, which is amazing. You can discover films from first time and second time filmmakers from the whole world. So it's already something,
Thanks so much for sharing all that with me. Really enjoyed the evening. Thanks a lot. Cheers.